writers. Today we're going to look at our stories that we've been working on the past week, and we're going to do something really special that writers do. And I'm going to teach you today how writers have a special saying, and writers think to themselves, when you're done, you've just begun. And they say that because writers know that when you write a story and you think that you're done, you need to go back and do something called revising. Okay, and so today we're going to learn how to revise our stories. And sometimes, like when I look through here at my story that I wrote about the trampoline, okay, I noticed some parts, especially this middle part was kind of short. And same with some of my pictures here. So what writers like to do, and you might notice when you look at your story that there are pages or parts that are short, or maybe the whole story is short, and that's okay. But writers do like to think about what can I add to my story to make it even better. Okay, what did I leave out? So we're going to revise, and when we revise, we think about who, where, when, what, and how. So that's going to now be on our chart for writing our story, how to write a story. Where we think of our idea, we plan by touching and telling and sketching. We write the words, which we did all last week. We spent each day writing words to the pages. Step 4 now is going to be called revise. And that's when we go back and we say, what can I add to make this better? Did I talk about who is with me in the story? Okay, did I use their names? Did I show them in my picture? Did I talk about where we are? Did I talk about when this was happening? What exactly happened and how did it happen? Okay, so I'm going to look at my story, and today I'm just going to kind of reread, and I'm going to think about what could I add to it to make it better. So one day I was jumping on the trampoline with my friend Amy. Okay, and then maybe right here, I didn't really say where we were. I said we were on the trampoline. But maybe I want to add that it's at Amy's house. So maybe I'll say one day I was, and then maybe right here I'm going to add this little thing called a caret. It's like a little triangle, and I'm just going to put it up here. I was at Amy's house. Okay, and this little triangle here just means, hey, I want to add these words right here. One day I was at Amy's house, jumping on the trampoline with my friend Amy. I was a little scared because Amy was jumping so high. All right, so now I'm going to look here. So I'm sharing how I'm feeling, which I like. I think that's fun when readers and writers share how they're feeling. And I say why, because she was jumping so high. So maybe right here, though, I could add what else happened because she was jumping. What was I doing that made me scared? So I'm going to think about that. Let's see, she was jumping really high, and then so that made me bounce up and down. So I'm going to add, I was a little scared because Amy was jumping so high. Every time she jumped, I went up high too. Okay, so then I just added another sentence down here at the bottom to kind of add on to explain exactly what is happening in my picture. So this is called revising. So we're trying to think about who is there, where are we at? So I added Amy's house, what's going on, how is it happening, and exactly what is happening. And so I added a little bit more to explain that, and then I can go on into the next page. Amy kept jumping and jumping higher and higher. I said, "Be careful, Amy." I was nervous. Okay, so here again, I'm thinking, what else could I add? So sometimes even just looking at the sketch might be helpful. You know, here's Amy, look at me, and I said, "Oh, be careful." So Amy kept jumping higher and higher. I said, "Be careful, Amy." I was nervous. Maybe I'm going to add how Amy's feeling because she says, "Look at me." So she's obviously having a great time. So I might add that. Amy loved jumping and was so happy. And then I was saying, be careful, and I am going to add, I wanted to have fun too, period. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more to explain what's going on and to kind of match this picture that she loved jumping and she was happy, and that I was really nervous and telling her to be careful, but I really did want to have fun. And then I'm going to turn to my last page. Here we are, we fall down, we're laughing, and she's asking if I'm okay. I'm going to read it. Then all of a sudden, Amy bounced so high and landed so hard on the trampoline. I fell and landed on my belly. We both started to laugh. I was not scared anymore. It was fun. Okay, so on this page, I have some good transition words. Then all of a sudden, Amy bounced so high and landed on the trampoline, and I explained that I fell on my belly and that we were both laughing. So I think I've said who and where are we and what's going on and how it happened. And I have a lot, when I just look at this, I can see that there's a lot of words here. So I feel like this page is probably pretty good. So I think I'm done with my revising for the words for these 3 pages. So your job today is going to be to go back and look at page 1, 2, and 3 and look at your words, reread, and think, what words could I add to revise my story and make it even better, and tell the readers about who was there, where am I, when is it happening, what's happening, and how did it happen. Okay, so some words like one day kind of helps us with when is this happening. I told you where I am. We're at Amy's house on the trampoline. I've used Amy's name a lot so we know who was there. And then I have a lot of words describing us jumping and higher and bouncing and landing on our feet and belly and laughing and being scared. So lots of feelings and different things there. So your job is to go back and try to add some more words. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to revise again, but tomorrow we're going to revise and add more to our sketches and to our illustrations. Okay. So today just focus on adding some more words to your pages. Happy writing!